Good day, dear friends. I want to talk about design. I love design. The other day, I happened to go to JFK Airport. I don't know if you've ever been there before. Went to the departure side. And I got to see, it's very interesting, a group of folks who are, what's the word? What is the word? Who were just waiting to take off and do their thing. And it was incredible just to sit and watch and listen to the voices. Listen to the voices and just watch the design. I've said this before and I will say it again. And this is one of those things that I will tell somebody from another planet. We are theoretically able to map the genome. We were able to do a host of incredible technological things. And if you notice right there, my friend, the level, how big suitcases have gotten it's just incredible. We used to have this thing called a trunk. There's no need for a trunk anymore because now you can have suitcases that are so huge, so big. Why? Because they have wheels. And we didn't have wheels on them until recently. And, in fact, we didn't even have any kind of a device that allowed for locomotion until we had those frames that we would put a suitcase in and then tip over and pull. And then somebody said, wait a minute, let's just put the wheels on the suitcase. You're right. And then somebody said, wait, I got a better one. We'll have rotating wheels so you don't have to tip the suitcase over. You just roll it. Where is this one? The design to get staples out. The stapler. Still the greatest. The paper clip. But this thing is so beautiful. It hasn't changed. And then I'm watching this and I'm happen to be at this one particular airline. And I'm looking at, I've got my app. Actually, your friend's got an app, and the app has the information regarding the flight. So you put everything in there, and you show up with your bag, and you walk up to this little kiosk, and you take your phone, and you put it underneath, and would you like your boarding pass? Yeah. Would you like your label for your ticket? Yes. Here you go. Put it on. Move it over. Give it to the guy. Done. See you at the gate. Brilliant. The old days, you got to wait in line. Hi, good morning. Can I see your ID? The design is beautiful. You ever do that TSA check through? Brilliant. And you're in, you're out, you're done, you're finished, you're through. Finally, something works. Something is smart. Finally, it's design. It's brilliant. Internet, incredible. What we can do, fantastic. The greatest thing in the world, I don't know about you, food delivery, groceries. Oh, granted, you're going to pay more, but you know what? For us, by the time you get in your car and go somewhere else, you got to pay. Now, they bring it right to your door. There you go. There's your stuff wrapped beautifully. Have a nice day. This is beautiful. Design. Design is beautiful. I love the purity of just the design. Just look at it for what it is. The other day, yesterday as a matter of fact, I think today, we were watching something and there was a there was a bit of a kerfuffle between Jim Jordan and Stacy Plaskett. It was fantastic. It was some of the most exciting cross-examination ever. But people that I know couldn't watch it because they were devoted to one particular, result, so they couldn't look at it in terms of the design. When somebody is effective, very good. I like this. This is great. On both sides, I just like the design. I can look at it for what it is. I don't necessarily care whether I agree with it or not. It doesn't even matter. But people are not able to do that because they want a particular result. They want a particular result. They want something to be done. Do you understand what's going on here? They want something specifically to be done. They want something specifically. They want an outcome. They want an outcome. They want something that is... It's just like having listen, even people who watch sports. Even people who watch sports are they'll say, you know what? I may not like that other team, but that was very good what they did. Boxers, boxing analysts are able to look at what the other person does, maybe not their preferred boxer, but they say that was excellent. See, we can't do that today because we're just unable to do that. I'm able to do that without any problem whatsoever. Why? Because I'm a superior mind. It's that simple. You know it and I know it. We all know it. It's true. It's so true. I kind of kid a little bit in jest, but not really. Not really, but sort of, kind of, sort of. Are you able to do this? Are you able to do this? I don't think so. I don't know if people can do this. I don't know if they're able to do this. I don't know if they're able to do this because I don't have any, I look at things and I'm saying the parties that are involved, I'm not a part of them. I'm not a part of them. They really mean nothing. Neither of them are doing what I want to be done. Some may be closer than others. That's about it. But I'm able to look at it and say, you know what, this is very, very good. This is very, very good. These people are very good. Can't do that. Most folks cannot do this because they are so involved, so entrenched, so caught up. You've got to pull away from this. You've got to be able to ask yourself the simple question, very simply this. Look at it in terms of the design. Irrespective of whether you like the result or not, look at it in terms of the design. That's why I have absolutely no ability to handle most of what's going on. And that's why I'm an outcast. And I recognize that. I recognize that fact. I recognize all of this. And I don't fit in. And I don't understand. And I see through it. Oh my God, I see through it. I have a fraudulence detector like you cannot believe. And once I see it, I can't get away from it. I can't. I can't. I heard something the other day which I could not believe I was hearing. People were debating the existence of God. Now, whether you should or shouldn't do that is beside the point. I was listening to their arguments. It was ridiculous. This was the poorest argumentation I've ever heard. I understood what they were trying to do, but none of it came out. I don't understand this. And there's something worse than all of a sudden somebody says, hey, I'm on to something. And the reason why they were doing this, it was a work. It was between somebody who was an avowed, let's say a spiritualist, and somebody who's an atheist. It's professional wrestling. Hey, let's go on and let's get into these pretend fights. Okay, we'll do that. I can see right through it. Or somebody who says all of a sudden, hey, I used to be the bad boy. I used to be Peck's bad boy. I used to be a drug addict. I used to be this. But now I'm not. And I have found this new audience in, let's say, the right or the left or the spiritual or the whatever it is. And I'm going to go there because of the metrics. Because I'm able to pick up, to poach viewers and the like. I don't really mean it. And you can tell right away. I can tell. And you know it and I know it. People who they don't mean what they say. Because the design of the argument system belies, or rather allows people to see right through what they're doing. Never say something you don't believe. It comes through. Here's one for you. I saw this. This was so weird. I have these friends of mine who are in TV. They think they're glamorous. They think that you think their job is glamorous. Local TV, in particular, you don't think it's glamorous. This is an anachronism. So one of these was showing, look at me, look at my set, look at my script, look at my notes, look at what I'm doing, look, see how I'm wired up? This is called my IFB. See this? See all this stuff? You want to be me, don't you? No, I don't. Well, anyway, this one in particular apparently had a lot of Botox, a lot of stuff done. And her eye, one of the eyes are like shut. Say, do you realize what's happening? This is inauthentic. Your eye is shut. Because you did it because you wanted to look younger, I guess, and have people not stare at you because of, I guess, what you believe to be your advanced age, which it wasn't. But now your eye is shut. Your eye is shut. Who designed that? Who said, hey, this is great stuff. You put it in your forehead and it removes your wrinkles, but your eye gets shut. Or you get that weird kind of thing like that. What is this? Help me. Help me. Help me. I've got a friend of mine who's in the business, has a family, and he's always doing things where he's showing people constantly where he lives. Don't tell people where you live. Don't. Why are you doing this? Well, why? Why are you? I don't understand this. I'm still trying to tell people another thing. Maybe you can help me with this. I just did a brand new broadcast. It was beautiful on a lot of different things. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and I'm trying to tell you something, my dear friends. Listen to me and listen very, 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 very carefully. And by the way, this is my private channel, lionelmedia.com. You can go right here and hook up immediately to that if you'd like. But let me ask you something. If somebody has a good, how do I say this? If somebody has let's say a series on their cable news channel that deals with a particular issue, and it seeks to address something, but it never enjoys a governmental compliment, it's a waste of time. It doesn't mean anything. Social media news, social media platforms, do not in any way, do not provide for a palpable, tenable, actual change of anything if it's just on TV. But people are so connected to their machines that they think that somehow it matters. Hey, that was great. We're winning. Why are you winning? Because this one blasted. It's a big word today. So-and-so blasted the person that I didn't like, and he was blasted or embarrassed. And that doesn't make any difference. It doesn't mean anything. That's just TV. But it calls attention. No, it doesn't call attention. Nobody knows. You're confusing something on TV or something in the social media with legislative change. What is the matter with you? Where have you been? Where are you from? Why do you think that? I don't know. I will never, ever, ever, ever understand this. I will never understand how people think. And by the way, when your show stinks, give it a studio audience. When something you're doing is not particularly funny, give it a studio audience. Because remember one thing about the studio audience, it never sounds like enough people. When you hear, yeah, 3 people, it sounds pathetic. Have a studio audience when you're in a stadium. Notice why Chris Rock didn't go into a little comedy club? No, he was in a big place. I don't understand it. It's design. Am I making sense to you? Do you understand why? What I'm saying? Do you understand this? Do you follow this? Are you following me? I hope you are. I hope I'm making sense to you. Sometimes I wonder, is anybody listening? I hope so. Now, I'm going to stop right there and tell you 2 particular things I want to mention because these are our sponsors and I love them. First is My Pillow. My Pillow. They have right now temperature-based, temperature-guaranteed, temperature-regulated pillows. Brilliant. You talk about design, mypillow.com, mypillow.com. It's simply, frankly, without peer. So you go to mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, or you can call 800-645-4965. If you want to use a landline, and please, see what I'm talking. You talk about design. You would think a pillow. What's so great about a pillow? Well, I'll tell you what's about a pillow. I'll tell you what's great about a pillow. This one. This is it. And by the way, you want to talk about design? How about something that can ward off and prevent you from getting an EMP attack? An electromagnetic pulse. How about EMP shield? How about that? You talk about design? Go there. Read this. People are loving this. I mean, I don't want to say they're selling like hotcakes. That's, I don't know what that word. Why? I think sliced bread. We use these expressions. But this makes so much sense, and it's right there in front of you. An electromagnetic pulse, you do not want that. Believe me. So EMP shield, these devices for your home and your vehicles and your RV and your solar set, everything you've got, everything that can be destroyed via this, let's say, God forbid, a coronal attack, some Carrington class electromagnetic pulse event, it's over. You know that little strip? You have that like where you plug in stuff? Okay, it's a little surge protector. Well, think about a real big surge. I mean, something like something that transcends human comprehension. EMP shield. Use my link right there. You'll be so glad you did. So, my friend, I'm with you today. I'm thinking I don't fit in. The Academy Awards are coming Sunday. Listen to me. Award shows are over. They're done. You know why? Why do you think that is? Well, here's one reason. There are no stars anymore. There are no stars. The stars are gone. The stars, the famous people, the people who are stars today, everybody's a star. I don't want to bring up Sly and the Family Stone, but everybody is a star. Everybody. People who are themselves influencers and podcast hosts and whatever. They are the stars. I am telling you. So the notion of this idea of a movie star, not to mention theaters, going to a theater, people just want their phone. People, have you seen this Banshees of Inverness or Inchivy? This one, the man there. This age one, turn it around. I'm not turning around. Hold on. I don't know what they're saying. I would love to do an Irish movie with my friends from all the Irish pubs. Many of them are dead now. But I would love to just, I would have the main character would be the one who says, this one there, the man said, from there, this one there, Biden, comes there, you're one there is trying to find the fun, for Christ's sake, it's after the Mickey. This one there will come to the budget. And if your man there has kind of a Twitter there, Elon Musk, but your man there, your man, for Christ's sake, no better. There was another guy who was one of the best. And you would say, hey, how are you? Very well, thank you. He never will listen to you. And he would say, you know, I saw the other day on TV your man, Saddam Hussein. I said, no, that's not you. That's Anwar. You mean Saddam Hussein? Sure. Wait a minute. Yeah. No. I'm asking. Wait a minute. Are you talking about Saddam Hussein? Sure. No, you said Sadat. Yeah. No, wait a minute. Now you're saying yeah. Yeah. Wait a minute. Stop saying yeah. I saw your man, Karl Rove. You mean Karl Rove? Sure. No, wait a minute. What? Sure. Yeah. Wait. Hold it. I'm asking you a question. Yeah. No, stop saying yeah. He'd be a horrible witness. So were you responsible for the missing 9 nurses? Sure. You wait a minute. Are you answering the question? Yeah. Wait a minute. No. Are you? You have no idea. Then there was my friend who had he was from the north. And he had a pipe. And he always had, I guess it's easy up there. And he was always used to never speaking out loud. Just used to it. So he said, well, I'll tell you what. If your man will come here, do something right about it, Biden. Or what with a pipe? Aye. You must say, aye. Who, I? Hi? Aye. Hi? Why are you saying aye? He hasn't said anything yet. Aye. Are you okay? Aye. Sure. I got this guy over here. This one there. I've never seen anything like it. Oh, that's not even close. The number one most incomprehensible, I'll put him up against anybody. This would be my whole movie. And I won't tell anybody. I say, listen, make sure you do it in your own legitimate way. Here's a script. Forget the script. Just start making noise. I'll tell you what. This one time's your man there. You got your daylight saving? Yeah, sure. There's a daylight saving or daylight savings. And don't forget, Sunday, whatever it is, spring ahead, fall back, spring ahead, make sure you do it the opposite. And you go on and tell people, make sure you set your clock ahead or whatever it was. To get it wrong, and people will go crazy. They will go nuts. You understand that? All right, my friend. So, what else? I'm in no... I could be talking about the usual stuff, but today I woke up and thinking, why do I even bother? I'm getting into Emil Durkheim, the Durkheim constant, about trying to negotiate deviancy down. Kind of like an Overton window, but for societal deviancy. Oh, it's great. It's wonderful. Because it's all about human behavior. Think about this. Rather than worry about trying to fix things, trying to address problems that we see, just lower what you consider to be normal. You can say, well, that's okay. That's normal. Times are changing. Oh, it's brilliant. I could go into that now, but I'm not, because I don't think you're ready for it. And I don't blame you. You know what else you're not ready for it to handle? Food supplies, food shortages. Again, you just can't, and I don't blame you. It's one of those things where you think to yourself, dear God, is he bringing that up again? Yep. There's not going to be any food shortage, is there? Is there? No. Not in this country. Oh, not in this country. Well, yeah, but what if there is? There won't be. He's just saying that. Yeah, but what if there is? What will we do? Forget 90 days. What would you do for a week? Imagine a week. There's nothing. And you do your first week. How do you spread this out? Okay, we got jelly. I got some sriracha. Got some saltines. Some cereal. Got some pasta, no sauce. Okay, we're doing great. We're doing just great. Got some frozen carrots, and we'll do just fine. I will never understand why people just fight me on it. They just fight me. Well, if you don't want to fight me, my Patriot Supply is here for you. And right now there's a 30-day, think about this, a 3-month, 30-day, try 90-day, a 3-month emergency food kit. You can save $250. They haven't had it this low in 2019. So do yourself a favor and listen to me very carefully and do what I say. Trust me on this one. It makes so much sense. You cannot believe it. Oh, by the way, I don't want to make fun of people. I really don't. But there are these people who have this idea that they know something because they read a little bit about it, and they have this this idea that, well, they read a few things about this, okay? And, like, for example, have you heard people say, well, obviously, soy is not good because it has estrogen. They hear the word estrogen, and they will say, well, estrogen, that must cause kind of gynecomastia and others, and so it's not a good idea because it has the word estrogen, because anytime you use the word estrogen in something, that's got to be bad. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that this is bad. Call people soy boys and things like that because of the word estrogen. Not even close. Phytoestrogens, different story altogether. Can actually lower the instances of breast cancer because it deals with a regulator. But that involves thinking, and it's easier just to say, just take a word and just run with it. It's like people who think neoconservatives are conservative, and people who think that neoliberals are liberal, and they're not, and they just don't know. They get one word of it, and that's it. And they have this idea where they know nutrition, or they know their body, or they know chemistry or biochemistry. Well, here's one for you. I think we'll all agree. Vitamin C, zinc, D3, and flavonoids, antioxidants, like quercetin, makes sense. Good. That's right there. That's the Z-Stack, 15% off. You load up on that, you'll be fine. Nobody disagrees with you. Nobody will say, well, I don't, vitamin C. No. There's always somebody out there. Remember this when somebody says, vitamin C, ascorbic acid. Is that linked to kidney stones? Do you know how much you have to drink? You know what vitamin C? Good luck trying to get that much. Well, I don't know. I read an article. People love to be nutrition contrarians. They have this idea. You don't know anything. I'm always learning something. Z-Stack makes the most sense. Take my word for it. Do yourself a favor. Remember, there's nothing worse than knowing a little bit about the wrong stuff. There's nothing worse than that. Have you noticed how everybody right now has figured out some... Remember when people were working out, all of a sudden they came up with the word core. This helps your core. This is very important for your core. They never cared about the core before. We're not the core. It was about the core. You got to work on your core. Please do yourself... Here's some kettlebells. Kettlebells, yeah. Kettlebells. And then we can do the ropes like this. Where the hell are these from? I don't know. I just bought a bunch of them. They're the ropes. Remember when Pilates came out? Remember that? Some people call it Pilates. I like Pilates. All of a sudden, people are into Pilates. All of a sudden. This is the most fantastic thing in the world. And then it was yoga. Most people who don't really do yoga, they just carry the mat around. They just love to drive that. They like to have that little mat with them. It's fun. They have a little mat. Look, I've got my yoga. In my mat. It's in my backpack next to my juice thing. Most people don't exercise, they don't do anything. You need, I hate to say this, so little to bring about so much. You can't even believe it. You can't believe how little you need. Right now, you're doing nothing. Isn't it funny? It's design. How do you design an exercise? I'm fascinated by people. Fascinated. You have no idea. It's all about behavior. It's all about behavior. Everything I'm telling you right now is about human behavior. Nothing more, nothing less. It's that simple. Nothing. It's called praxeology. The idea that kind of like an operant conditioning behavior, or a theory that says that people will basically do things that will benefit themselves. Praxeology. And everything that we do, whether it's anything, whether it's your politics, what you wear, what you say, all of that is just, oh my God. It's all human behavior. Everything. Because remember, I want you to think this week, I want you to write down all the big stories and count how long it takes for us to forget them. That's the issue. All right, my friends. Are you with me on this one? Are you okay? I worry about you sometimes, because sometimes I see a lot of circuitous stuff, and I don't blame you. These are very weird times right now. Because here's the best part. There's nobody. Nobody represents us. All of it is just on TV. Just TV stuff. That's all you think it is just TV. TV and social media, well, that's good, isn't it? Well, sort of. Maybe. Okay, dear friends, have a great and a glorious day. Thank you so much, not for what you do, but for what you appear to do. I mean that sincerely. You are just incredible. Have a great day. We'll talk soon. Talk tomorrow, by the way. Same bad time, same bad channel, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Please follow me at lionelmedia.com if you want to get the good stuff. This is the adult talk. And also, please like this and subscribe and all of that. See you tomorrow, my friends. 9 a.m. Eastern time. Until then, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Ta-ta.